LG Q7. The LG Q7 takes its cues from the LG Q6. LG gunning for the budget-friendly crowd has been fascinating to watch. It's an area that's fast being taken over by lesser-knowns and up-and-comers in the smartphone space that offer up modest specs for a very reasonable price. Its latest attempt is the LG Q7, which was announced earlier in 2018, and is the successor to the, you've guessed it, the LG Q6. The Q6 was notable as it was the first budget handset to offer an 18:9 screen. Unfortunately, other features were annoyingly absent, including a rear fingerprint sensor. So, can the LG Q7 make amends and fill in some of the specs gaps that the Q6 failed to deliver? We tried it at IFE 2018 to find out. The LG Q7 has been announced for selected markets and should be released imminently. Its price is currently unknown, but it is expected to come in at a similar price to the LG Q6, which retailed for quite a bit under $300, £300, $390 as when first released. The LG Q7 once again has an 18:9 screen. This one is 5.5 inches and is LG's Full Vision display variant, which offers 2160 by 1080 resolution, 442 pixels. Don't go expecting a non-bezel display here. There is a bit of letterboxing on the top and the bottom of the device. It has a plasticky body with not too much chunk to it, at 143.8 by 69.3 by 8.4 millimeters, and feels like it could be something of a smudge and scratch magnet. You'll be pleased to read that the rear fingerprint scanner missing from the LG Q6 is all present and correct. There's also a rear 13MP camera on the back, and some Q7 branding. On the left of the device is an SD/SIM slot, where you can add an additional 512 GB of storage, and a volume rocker. On the right is the power button, and at the bottom you have 3.5mm jack and USB-C charging. On board, there's 32 GB of memory, 3 GB of RAM, and it makes use of a MediaTek MT6750S chip. If you wanted something with a bit more bite, then the Q7 Plus has been given the Qualcomm Snapdragon 450 chip, a chip we much prefer. The OS is Oreo 8.1, and to accompany the rear 13MP camera, there's an 8MP selfie camera on the front. The front camera has a little bit of AI smarts, beautifying your face if you wish it to, when you take a selfie. Flicking through the various menus and screens in the LG Q7 felt pretty fluid. The overlay on top of Oreo was a little annoying, just a bit too childlike for our liking. But we got used to it the more we used the handset. We mentioned that the phone didn't feel too chunky in the hand, but it did feel a little too light. Couple this with a plasticky chassis and it makes everything feel, well, cheap.